Hello, my friends. I'm very glad meeting you again. So, do you remember what was the first thing that we discussed when we started this set of lessons? Well, I'm going to help you recall from your memory. So, we started discussing with our personality, with health, with sports, and today we are going to speak about virtues. So, human virtues. Let us start. What is a trait and what is a virtue? A trait is a distinguishing quality or characteristic, typically one belonging to a person. So, if you have blue eyes, this is a trait. If you are tall, this is a trait. If you are handsome, of course, this is a trait. Virtue is a behavior showing high moral standards. When a person is responsible, when a person has patience, when a person is honest, this is a virtue. To understand more about human virtue, I want to propose you a nice legend. It's about virtues. At the end of our reading, you are going to think about what are the human virtues the characters from our legend or from our story have. If you are ready, let us start. Many years ago, in a small Indian village, a farmer had the misfortune of owing a large sum of money to a village moneylender. The moneylender, who was old and ugly, fancied the farmer's beautiful daughter, so he proposed a bargain. He said he would forget the farmer's debt if he could marry his daughter. Both the farmer and his daughter were horrified by the proposal, so the cunning moneylender suggested that they let Providence decide the matter. He told them that he would put a black pebble and a white pebble into an empty money bag. Then the girl would have to pick one pebble from the bag. If she picked the black pebble, she would become his wife and her father's debt would be forgiven. If she picked the white pebble, she wouldn't need to marry him and her father's debt would still be forgiven. If she refused to pick a pebble, her father would be thrown into the jail. They were standing on a pebble-strewn path in the farmer's field. As they talked, the moneylender bent over to pick up two pebbles. As he picked them up, the sharp-eyed girl noticed that he had picked up two black pebbles and put them into the bag. He then asked the girl to pick a pebble from the bag. The girl put her hand into the money bag and drew out a pebble. Without looking at it, she fumbled and let it fall onto the pebble-strewn path, where it immediately became lost among all the other pebbles. "Oh, how clumsy of me," she said. "But never mind. If you look into the bag for the one that is left, you will be able to tell which pebble I picked." The moneylender dared not admit his dishonesty. The girl changed what seemed an impossible situation into an extremely advantageous one. So, now, let us find words in the text corresponding to the definitions, and then we will find out what are the human virtues that this girl had. The first one is to want to have or do something. So remember that the moneylender wanted to marry the girl. Do you remember the verb from the text? Yes, The verb is to fancy. So the moneylender fancied to marry this girl. The next, something, especially money, which is owed to someone. Do you remember who owed money to the moneylender? Of course, the farmer. Do you remember what is this word in the text? The word is debt. Okay. The next one. A small, smooth, round stone. What were the things that the girl had to take from the money bag? Okay, so if you remembered, let us check. Yes, a small, smooth, round stone is a pebble. Now let us remember what was the word for a place where criminals are kept. You know already, we can say prison, but in the text there was the word jail. Bravo, my dear students. You did a great job. Now the next word, to be scattered untidily over a surface. Do you remember what happened with the pebble that the girl took from the money bag? Of course. This pebble was fumbled. Good. Now, if we speak about the virtues that this girl had, they were truthfulness, determination, respect, and creativity. So she loved truth. She was determined to find a good solution for her situation. She respected a lot her father, and she didn't want him to go to the jail, and she was very creative. And don't forget, my dear student, that everything in this life is like a boomerang. And my last thought for you, my dear students, is we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Don't forget, my dear students, you are unique. I wish you good luck and have a nice week. Goodbye.